Ah, I see. You are ambitious, yet lazy. That's quite a paradox, isn't it? But, my dear listener, it's a paradox that many brilliant minds have faced before you. Come, sit with me for a moment. Let me tell you a story. Chapter 1: The Illusion of Hard Work. When I was a young man, much like yourself, I believed success belonged only to the tireless, those who never rested, who pushed and pushed until exhaustion. But then I met a man who changed my perspective forever. His name was Theodore, a scholar, a thinker, but one who rarely seemed to work in the way we define it. While others burnt the midnight oil, he would take long walks by the river. While they attended endless meetings, he sat under a tree, lost in thought. And yet, Theodore accomplished more in a single year than most did in a lifetime. How? Because he understood something crucial. Hard work is not about endless effort, but about efficiency and leverage. You see, ambition is not about how hard you work. It is about knowing where to place your energy. A well-placed effort, even in a brief moment, can be worth days of toil. Chapter 2: The Power of Strategic Laziness. Ah, strategic laziness. It's a term many misunderstand. When you think of laziness, you imagine idle hands, an unwillingness to move, a wasted existence. But my dear listener, what if I told you that true wisdom lies in knowing when to do nothing? Newton discovered gravity not in a lab, but while resting under a tree. Bill Gates calls himself intelligently lazy, building systems so he can work less. The greatest minds in history didn't simply work harder, they worked smarter. You must ask yourself, are you truly lazy? Or are you just overwhelmed, drowning in meaningless tasks? The world will demand that you run faster, push harder, never stop. But those who win the game of life, they step back, they reflect, and they act only when necessary. Chapter 3: The Art of Doing Less but Achieving More. Let me give you a secret that took me a lifetime to understand. Success is not built on doing everything. It is built on doing the right things. A well-chosen action at the right time can change the course of your entire life. The key is not in adding more to your plate. It is in removing the unnecessary. If you wish to be successful despite your laziness, embrace simplicity. Master a few essential skills. Automate what you can. Prioritize only what truly moves you forward. A lazy person who understands leverage will always outshine a hard worker who wastes their energy. Final chapter: The Wisdom of Balance. Now, my dear listeners, let me leave you with one final thought. The most fulfilled lives are not lived in extremes. Too much ambition without rest leads to burnout. Too much laziness without purpose leads to regret. The secret is balance. Know when to push forward and know when to pause. Know when to act and know when to simply be. So tell me, young dreamer, what will you choose? To run endlessly, chasing an illusion, or to move with intention, carving your own path? The choice is yours. Choose wisely.